pulling up and stocking up.
Well, this was wonderful. Yeah, it was quick. It was easy.
This has been great. This has been great. No hassles, no lines, no anything. I'm glad I came early.
A $250,000 effort by the city means Richmond business owners are getting free, much-needed PPE supplies.
Every time someone comes, I do the whole wipe down, clean up, mask at the door.
The city is prepared to hand out 500 kits at the Greater Richmond Convention Center on Monday and Thursday.
It helped us a lot with our budget because it's limited right now. Instead of going out buying supplies, this has helped us a lot by being a small business.
Joanne Henry is the director of Dream Academy. That's an adult high school that helps dropouts get their diplomas.
In June, we had a graduation. After graduation, things got a little slower because we wanted to be cautious about people coming in and about our health as well. I appreciate every opportunity we have for someone to assist us, and we do need this.
How about we just put some stuff in the truck instead?
Ken Roper runs two businesses. One of them is Benjamin French Lighting in Shockoe Bottom. He says the supplies could help carry his business through the end of the year.
We are a very small store, so we're not talking about huge square footage. So I think this will be a good boost for a good portion of 2021.
The kits are filled with 2-gallon jugs of hand sanitizer, 1,800 wipes, and 100 masks, among other things. Roper says that boost can make the difference.
We're grateful to the city for what they've done.
You're so cute.
Typical morning walks at Bird Park in Richmond interrupted Tuesday morning.
Hey, did you see what happened?
When chaos turns walks into curious conversations.
Oh, wow. I just sort of came by. Yeah.
Kelly Deegan witnessed the whole scene unfold.
All of a sudden, I saw two joggers running after a car. And he tried to make a right turn, missed the street, clipped the curb, started driving on the grass down there, and then, fell into the lake. There were a couple people driving by, and we all made sure to call 911, and they were in here within, minutes.
Richmond police say the driver suffered a seizure.
It was me and a bunch of City of Richmond workers that got here first and pulled him out.
The man was taken to the hospital to be evaluated, but suffered no injuries related to the accident.
Yeah, well, the good thing is that nobody got hurt. Yeah.
As crews clean up, scars are visible at Bird Park's Fountain Lake. But that didn't put a stop to anyone's step.
Yeah, well, as long as the guy got out, he seems to be okay, right?
What we're doing here, Steve, if you'll hold that, these are the blueprints of the house.
This is actually our classroom, and you don't have classrooms like this. And educating today is different than educating 20 years ago.
It's the perfect place for students like Caleb Kirk.
Me personally, in the classroom, it's only but so much you can learn. Out here, hands-on, I learn better. I think all the other students here learn better.
These students are part of the Advanced Career Education Center at Highland Springs High School. 52 faculty and staff provide technical opportunities for students from all 9 Henrico high schools, preparing them for employment and further education, including apprenticeships.
Slide the wire through and then we'll be done here for this. Show them how to wire something or how to plumb or how to use the HVAC or lay brick, and then to see them get that and take those skills further on and get jobs right out of school. That's phenomenal. You don't have to go to college to be successful, but you have to have an education.
The staff and students build homes from the foundation up.
And then the house is sold. When the house is sold, then it goes back into purchasing more property for Henrico County students to be able to learn again. So at 17, 18 years old, these young people are just, learning so many trades that benefit them in the future.
It's just satisfactory of you did it, and then when you're done, you can step back and be like, yeah, I made that light turn on, and this and that.
The young people love coming out here. They would rather be here working than in a classroom, obviously.
Building houses is building futures and building better minds.
Swift Creek looks tame compared to just 2 weeks ago. And those here at Swift Creek Mill Theater keeping a close eye on the weather.
If the forecasts stay the way we've seen them, we're looking at an inch or two of rain, which won't usually impact us.
Still, not taking any chances.
We placed these U-Haul pods this morning and we made sure they were up past the water line from 2 weeks ago, just to be sure.
What's happening outside not affecting the massive cleanup inside. What a difference 2 weeks make, as seen in this video comparison. The basement now completely gutted, with crews taking down the ductwork, which pours water as it comes down.
The extent that water was still in those ducts a week and a half after the flood receded was a little bit shocking to see how much poured out of some of them.
Damage so extensive, repair costs now estimated at
$100,000 price tag. We're looking at this is not going to be easy to get to.
A $20,000 GoFundMe met its goal and has already been spent.
Cleanup so far has cost us over $20,000 just to get us through a couple days ago.
And now dealing with this, the result of the flood and wet conditions in the basement.
We are concerned about mold. That's always a concern with a building this old right on the creek.
But with the uphill battle the theater still faces, comes hope.
We've been receiving donations and kind words from all over the country.
In the early hours of Monday morning,
we have every unit in the city here at the scene.
Firefighters from multiple counties responded to flames, thick smoke, and a report of people trapped at a Petersburg home on Lee Street.
Went in, did an immediate search. We cleared the first floor, but we were unable to complete the search on the second floor because of instability due to the fire weakening the structure.
Hours later, crews were finally able to search the second floor and give the all clear. But in the midst of that search, they say this firefighter fell through some stairs, injuring his back.
The fire had a significant head start on us.
As the hours passed, crews stayed on scene and neighbors woke up to the destruction.
Then I saw the road blocked off and my daughter was going to school this morning. And then when I realized, like, oh, something big went down last night.
Travis Tolley lives just up the street and says the home, which was once used as a rooming house, has been there for years.
Yeah, I've been inside of the house before, a few years back. And yeah, it's gonna be some distant memories now.
Distant memories and a surreal sight, but Tolley says he's just thankful it didn't end worse.
I'm just glad nobody was in there and everybody's safe, and let this be a lesson to everybody. Fires can happen. Just pay attention to your surroundings and your house and your home and things, that's all.
And the battalion chief on scene says this fire was not suspicious. They say they believe it was caused due to an electrical issue. Working for you in Petersburg, I'm Shannon Lilly, CBS 6 News.
The Free Press is and was designed to be a voice for the voiceless. Bottom line, here we are.
That's Raymond Boone Jr. talking about the newspaper his late father, Raymond Boone Sr., created 28 years ago, the Richmond Free Press.
This was the inaugural edition, which was January 16th through 18th, 1992.
They printed 25,000 copies back then, according to Raymond Jr.'s mother and the paper's publisher, Jean Boone.
First one came out on a Thursday, and Ray said to me, "So how are we looking for next week?" And I was like, oh my God, this has got to go on and on and on. And it has.
And it has also grown exponentially in readership by sticking to an idea that originated from the weekly paper's start.
We're a newspaper that targets the African American community, but at the same time, we're a newspaper for everyone.
Jeremy Lazarus agrees with that notion. He is one of about 15 dedicated writers. Lazarus joined the paper in February of 1992, almost since its inception.
By working here, I was able to cross lines in this community that I would never have done previously.
It has also shown the senior reporter over the years the impact the paper has had on the community.
Just being part of an institution that seeks every week to present a different point of view to the community, to bring them stories they might not see otherwise.
At their downtown office headquarters, papers are piled up everywhere. From the front desk to their archive room.
This is a good picture.
You can see all the articles that were written to hit the streets and online every Thursday, proving their longevity and an industry where weekly newspapers are a dying breed, especially among black newspapers.
What I think about every time I walk into this building is making the task an accomplished one. We have to fulfill the agreement to the community. Our community needs us.
We've got to have exciting, interesting format and stories. They can't be dull and they can't be long and drawn out.
It's what the Boone family says the paper's founder, Raymond Boone, wanted to see with each edition. Boone passed away in June of 2014 of pancreatic cancer at the age of 76, but his wife and son say they're here to carry on his legacy.
We try as heck to at least stay with the level that he left us with. I mean, on his dying bed, he was writing editorials. He was dictating editorials. He was fearless and dedicated.
In a so-called paperless society, that's a big goal. We want to still be around 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
You can put this one in here. Hi, sweet baby. You look really sweet. You're a little bit scared. I'm the goose lady. I pretty much dedicate my life to geese. The city had asked us to come in and help with an issue they were having with the geese. Hi. And so we came down from North Carolina in order to help them rehome some of the geese in the park. Now, we're only taking the domestic geese, not the wild geese. You know, they're kind of dependent on people to feed them. Sure they don't fall. They're unable to fly distance. Oh, get them, get them, get them, get them. You know, people don't show up to the park to feed them when it's snowing, and the other geese will just fly somewhere to find food, but these guys can't leave. Just let him go. So we just want to see them have a better quality of life. The park doesn't really sustain the large volume of the geese that's here, so a reduced number of geese will actually be healthier for this environment. There'll still be birds for people to feed.